I love a good suede bag, so let's talk about how to buy vintage suede. I have a whole video on what split suede is, so go watch that video first and then come back. Generally, vintage suede is really hard to buy because suede is more prone to damage and degradation than regular leather because suede is split from the top layer of leather that goes to be full grain or top grain leather, and then the split bottom half then becomes suede. Split suede can be more prone to water damage and just environmental damage, age, and just sitting in your closet, to be fair. I have had really good luck sourcing vintage suede pieces, so I'll tell you exactly what to look for. This is honestly one of my prized possessions. This is a vintage suede hobo bag from Celine. This is the close-up of the suede. You can see the Triomphe stamped right onto the suede, and this has to be at least 20 years old and it still looks fantastic. This is another suede Celine crossbody that's also vintage. Here they've embossed the suede with the C and Triomphe pattern. Celine isn't the only one that can do a great suede bag. This is a vintage Gucci. You can see the embossing there. Here's a vintage Gucci Jackie style that is also trimmed with leather but has suede accents. Tip number one, make sure the suede bag that you buy has a leather trim. All of these bags, the suede is used as an accent and it's trimmed with actual leather and not suede. So you can see here, this is just regular veg tan. This is also regular veg tan. And even this Gucci has just a black leather trim on the edges as well and on the bottom of the bag. Suede is really prone to becoming bald, so some parts of the nap will wear down, especially at the edges and bottom of the bag. So when you get a suede bag that is trimmed with leather like this, the suede of the bag is less prone to having bald spots. So this is a really good example of what to look for. Second tip is buy a brown or black color bag. A black or brown colorway won't show stains as easily as a light suede bag. So if you take your bag to a cobbler, they'll most likely have a darker brown or black dye to be able to dye over the stain. Third tip is get a brush like this that's made for suede and nubuck. So when you get your bag and it's generally in good shape, but you feel like the nap is uneven, all you'll need to do is run a brush like this over the suede to revitalize the nap. Fourth, the smell. So if you've shopped vintage, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Some bags have that distinct vintage smell. All you really have to do is air the bag out, stuff it with some old clothes you're not using, and put it in a ventilated area. If you have any other tips to share, definitely drop them in the comments.